The now world-famous Utah monolith is the latest example of a disturbing trend happening not just here in Utah, but across the nation.
Fox 13's Brian SCHNEE checked out how the pandemic has affected the way some people have treated our public lands. He is live at a trailhead near Hogle Zoo in Salt Lake City tonight. Good evening, Brian.
Hey, good evening, Bob and Kelly. It's not entirely because of the pandemic, but COVID-19 has pushed more people outside, which is nice, especially in the state of Utah, where we have just so much to offer here in the outdoors. But it's one of those things that if there's more people outside, there could be more devastation left behind with some of those lands that we all share together.
Whether it's the Mighty Five, the millions of acres of BLM and Forest Service land, or the more than 40 state parks in Utah.
It's the same as we always hope they would treat them. You know, we take nothing but photographs and memories, you know, leave nothing behind sort of thing.
Some are doing those things to keep the gems of Utah pristine, while others are trashing the land.
There have been a couple of notable challenges that we've had this year.
More visitation in 2020 at specific parks and locations statewide.
Because of the pandemic, part of the solution is getting outside.
Some state and national parks have seen an increase in vandalism, and some with more trash left behind.
In our world, the buzzword certainly is responsible recreation.
Seemingly, as things are starting to settle down at parks in Utah, the hype of the Utah monolith picked up. The exact coordinates of the location wasn't specifically put out by Department of Public Safety, but it was quickly found with the help of technology.
When you drive that long and you realize that it's only a 10-minute, 15-minute walk over, you might as well do it.
Turns out, once publicized, the monolith wasn't too hard to find at all.
People, you know, want to rush out to these places and see these things.
And only once the monolith was removed did the word start to spread about the damage that had been done to the land nearby. The Bureau of Land Management acknowledging that visitors have left trash and human waste behind, as well as parking illegally and driving off-road in delicate areas.
We can bring more education into how to enter these places safer and put an emphasis on that because a lot of people don't know how to respect nature.
To be clear, not all visitors are out here trashing our public lands, but more education is still needed for folks that are newer to outdoor recreation. As a matter of fact, I spoke with some state and national parks officials here in the state of Utah. They've actually seen more people adapting as visitors to our state and national parks by practicing social distancing and even wearing masks in more crowded areas. We're live in Salt Lake City tonight. Brian SCHNEE, Fox 13 News.